It's the only show that matters.
Baby squirrel, use a sexy motherfucker.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're one of our callers, ooh, you a sexy lady.
Something like that.
But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else.
Come on, hit me with the bridge.
I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine.
Come on now.
Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true.
All right. Welcome to the only show that matters. Brought to you by the NGSC Radio Network in conjunction with the Happy Hour Network. I am your host, the only host that matters, GW Grass, the Heartthrob. Second podcast of the week. Figured I'd do this for a quick 30 minutes or so. Just to let you know right now, I'm in my studio. I'm in In-Room Productions right now. And I'm in my boxes. I'm looking at the mirror. Full-length mirror I got in my room because I'm fly like that. And I'm checking out my arms right now. Arms are on fleek, as the kids would say, you know. But welcome to the only show that matters. Hopefully you guys caught the earlier show in the week. Me and Joe Ouija broke down all the NCAA and NFL locks and talking all that. I've been pretty much on fire with my college locks. I took Central Michigan last night, Wednesday night. Had to sweat that one out, but won that one. They covered by 10. That's always something. Anyway, though, how y'all feeling, though, man? Let me tell you, today is the release day. You heard what I said? That release day. Today is my release day. That's bad. That's my real voice. Let me stop getting so hyped and amped for no reason. My release day for my book. What is it, about 52, 53, 54 pages? Something like that. You would think I would know. It's called All You Need to Know. You could purchase it at thebookpatch.com. Appreciate the people over there at bookpatch.com. They do great work over there. The book is, it's a comedic book, I guess you could say. Some satire, social satire. As me, the Heartthrob, I'm giving advice, I guess you could say, to dudes out there who just, don't have confidence in themselves to approach women. You know, they don't know how to handle the bar situation. Don't know how to handle girls who have boyfriends or are married type of situations, which is taboo and which is frowned upon. But I'm helping you through it. I haven't been an angel my whole life, you know, but you got to work on yourself before you start working on the honeys. So that's what this book is about, you know. So I really hope, I'm not expecting big things from it. When you put things out like this, you can't really expect big things because it's such a crapshoot if you're going to be like the man off of this shit, you know. But, I hope the people that do buy it, other than my friends and family, which I'll get to in a second, the people that do buy it, I hope that they're they use it and then somehow they get in contact with me afterwards and they're like, this book was amazing. You know your shit. You know, my friends and family, God bless them. They're out there retweeting links. They're out there just buying it. Shout out to my friend Farley. Sent me a screenshot of his receipt for buying the book. It's nice. I mean, people support you, which is great. But it's at the same time, these people are just buying the book just to support me. I'm not asking people for money. I mean, if that's the case, you guys should just give me $10 each. I wouldn't have written no fucking book. Just support me just for being me. But, these people married in serious relationships. Some of them married with kids. I probably got 2 or 3 friends that could use the advice I give them. And I bet you those are the 2 or 3 assholes who won't buy it. They're like, yo, let me get a free copy. I'm like, that's your first mistake, you cheap bastard. What a way to start a podcast. Let me tell you, I was listening to other podcasts just on random networks. On my Twitter feed, I always got people podcasting. And I was like, let me just check out a couple of these podcasts. And not for competitive values. I don't really do this for competition. I do this to rep NGSC. Shout out to Kyle and Ralph. But I do this because this is my time to just talk to myself, whatever. And if people enjoy it, then kudos to you. But at the same time, you're putting it out there to entertain somebody, give people some kind of insight to whatever the fuck your crazy mind is talking about. But there's a couple of just guys out there of no business doing this shit. Just boring fucking talk. And what amazes me even more is when it's boring and it's 2 people or 3 people in the room. And y'all just boring, lame motherfuckers who should buy my book. Because if you're this boring and lame talking about something like sports, especially during football season, and you're this fucking whack, then this means you have nothing to talk about when you talk to a girl. You don't get excited about shit, you know? And these dudes, and let me tell you, some of them are nice guys. I know them. I'm never going to broadcast who it is. But it's like, damn, my man, like, you're terrible. You know, I did this a couple of years ago. I listened to this dude that, you know, I'm really cool with on Twitter. And, like, he was like, oh, you know, check out my show. I was like, yeah, definitely. He's like, yeah, call in if you want. You know, I listened to about the first 5 minutes of it and was like, you got to be kidding me with this drab. Just terrible shit, man. Like, I mean, it's really bad. Like, I've been doing this podcast shit for a little while now. And I know I'm not perfect, but at the same time, it's like I don't give a fuck. You know, I just do what I got to do. I know, and I still know I do it better than half the motherfuckers out there, because how many podcasts out there are in the world? I guarantee you I'm better than half of every. If you tallied up all the podcasts in the world, I'm at least better than half, which means I should be getting somebody sponsoring me. I got a velvet kind of tone right now, you know, so people should be wanting me to read their advertisements, you know. Everybody saw what I did with DraftKings. Bitches got wet off my DraftKings read. But I don't know. It's just something I want to bring up. Because there's some of y'all that maybe you should just stick to writing. Maybe you should just stick to being a troll on social media. And maybe you should just shut the fuck up altogether. You know, like, I don't know. Like, it was just annoying. Because these are people that are in my network. And I don't mean NGSC. When I say network, I mean network of people I talk to on social media. And it's just bad shit, man. Just real boring shit. And there's a couple of and there's bitch acidness out there too. That's a real word, bitch acidness. That is for one who takes the level of bitch acidry and projects it fluently. You know, I mean, there's a couple of y'all out there. There's one in particular who's a total fucking bitch ass. I'm not going to say his name because whatever, because he's cool with some people. Like, I don't care. Total bitch ass. He's the kind of person that blocks you if, like, you know, you read his lame ass article because he's very much a terrible writer as well as a terrible on-air personality. And let's say he raises a point and you're like, I don't see it that way. I see it like this. And he got defensive. This is why he blocks me on Twitter, because he got defensive. Like, my man, if you're going to be writing about sports, you better be ready to debate. I mean, you know how many times I debate when I know I'm in the wrong? I just don't give a shit. I just want to see, because in a way, I'm a troll that way. I want to see how much I could poke someone else to see how mad I could get them. This dude got so mad he blocked me. Now, everyone knows, if you have social media and you block me, you're missing out on one of the best followers on Twitter. I don't even have 1,500 followers, but whatever. Fuck you. You know, but total bitch acidness on the part of LaShawn Encarnacion. Oh, I wasn't going to say his name. Oh, fuck him. What's he going to do? Then he calls out the Dark Knight of sports or something. Go fuck yourself. I ain't hard to find. Central Ave Yonkers. I ain't hard to find. You got a problem with it. I ain't no fighter. Watch, I'm calling him out. Watch him be like, really, Nick? What's up with you? And he comes over and beats the shit out of me one day. I might have to fucking shoot myself if a bitch ass like that beat me up. That won't happen. I'm not worried about that. I'm good with that 1-2. You know, the 1-2 is like the hands. I'm nice with my hands, you know. I got defense. I could counter. Oh, you know who sucks with her hands? Was that too soon? Too soon? Yeah, I haven't been a fan of Ronda Rousey. I've been saying for the longest time, oh, is she 9-0 in UFC or 12-0? I don't even know. I can't watch UFC. It's nothing. You know, it's a nothing record. You know, like, whatever. You know what's not nothing? I love this part. I have to sing this. Put up the volume real quick, though, real quick. She was going to be my wife and I was going to be her man. But she let another guy come between us and it shattered our plans. That is fire right there, straight fire. But back to Ronda Rousey. I'm done with the singing, by the way, today. I don't know why. I'm just in a good mood. I took off on Friday, got no work tomorrow, so I got a 3-day weekend. Then Thanksgiving's coming. I'm taking like a 5 or 6 days in a row. Kind of feeling myself right now. But Ronda Rousey, I said it before, her record ain't shit because her sport ain't shit. You know, she was pretty much just bigger than everybody else, and she was just attacking them. Like, she was a brawl. She's a brawler. You look at her, and she's a brawler. She has the jaw of a brawler, you know? And she was going against a bunch of grapplers, let's be honest. A bunch of grapplers, and most of these women weren't as big as her and shit, you know? And then she went against a girl who was no fucking joke. This Holly Holm girl. This girl was like a 2-time boxing champ, a kickboxing champ, and she beat the living shit out of her. And she really did. It wasn't one of those things that she got a lucky shot. No, she was tagging her. And Ronda Rousey's arrogance, her hubris, just said, "No, I'm going to knock this bitch out. I'm going to get her. I don't care." There's a great shot. People have been putting it all over the place. A picture of her just taking the foot to the fucking face. And, like, she has a black eye. Her jaw is all screwed up. Beautiful picture. I love it. Probably the best Ronda Rousey's ever looked. You know, I think Michael Rappaport was saying it. Like, you know, how they just hyped her up because she was some blonde white girl. And they were like, let's hype her up as the best female athlete right now. And nope. Sorry. You know, but congratulations to Holly Holm, who I saw her in an interview afterwards. Totally, like, humble about it. Like, she was still giving credit to Ronda Rousey, still saying, like, she's a champion, yada, 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 you know, going through the spiel, but emotional and just looking just like a regular person at the end of it. She didn't look like a person who just beat the shit out of a champion. She looked like a regular person, like very emotional, very humble, very becoming. So congratulations to her. She's my new hero, by the way. Holly Holm's my new hero. Even if, because I think the rematch has to be at least 6 months from now because Rousey can't fight because she got so fucked up. You know, even if she loses, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Because she did what I needed somebody to do, and I was beat the shit out of everybody's hero. I love it when everybody's hero fails, except for Tom Brady. It's the only time it's disappointing because he lost to the most evil franchise of all time, you know. But I love it when everybody's sports hero, like, fails, because I'm usually not in line with everyone else's sports hero. You know, I'm a contrarian like that, I guess, you know, whatever you want to call it, you know. But it's a matter of, like, I love it when your hero fails and my hero succeeds. And right now, Holly Holm is my hero because even if she loses, she won. You know, there's never going to be a chance for Rousey to go undefeated or even, because I think Rousey was going to retire at like 20-0 or something, you know, some bullshit. You know, 15-0 and be like, oh, I'm going to concentrate on movies with her busted grill. That was another thing. Y'all motherfuckers giving blonde girls way too much leeway because she was not pretty. She is not hot. She's a blonde white girl, and you gave her way too much credit for that. You gave her the pass to being hot and sexy because she had those two credentials, blonde and white. That was it. You know, because blonde white girls is pretty much like you try to push them in a Miss America pageant. So, every parent who looks at their daughter and they go, oh, my God, we got a blonde white girl. They're like, we got to do something with this girl. She's going to be beautiful. You know, blonde white girls, you've been having it real easy way too long. People just look at you, say, oh, blonde, especially if you got blue eyes, forget about it. You know? Rousey had the Jay Leno, like, box jaw. Like, you know how, like, Batman, the animated series, how he had that jaw? That's how her face was. You know? And when she did makeup, she looked like a drag queen. She's hideous. And then you got dudes on Twitter like, that's my boo right there. Your girl must be busted as shit. Holly Holm, I thought, was cuter, actually. And Holly Holm's not cute. I just thought she was cuter. But I know fucking Pitbull's that cuter than Ronda Rousey's. Who gives a shit?
Subjected to my system, reflecting on the day.
Yeah, that's that new Justin Bieber. I still haven't listened to it. I still haven't listened to it yet. I got the new Justin Bieber. I'm actually looking forward to hearing this Justin Bieber album. Like, I want to give it my full attention. I probably won't be able to get to it till after this weekend. But I plan on giving it my full attention, though. Because I was telling everybody, you know how he was wilding out? You know, he caught that fame. He caught that fame when he was young. Then he started wilding the fuck out. And he had to go through the whole shit. He went on that roast. He's been on, from what my mother tells me, because she loves Ellen, he's been on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He's pretty much been re-upping on his public appearance, you know? His public relations people are all going crazy. Usher must be like, brother, you are not fucking up my shit. And I expect him to just come out and nail it, you know? So I'm actually excited to listen to it. This song I played just now, I didn't even know what it was. I picked a random up-tempo song just to play in the background while I talk this shit. Shout out to Ty Dolla $ign. Yeah, this week in music was weird. First off, last week I think Puff Daddy came out with Puff Daddy and the Family. MMM album is just so bad. It's just disappointing. Like, first of all, just stay as Diddy if you're going to bring up that shit. Because Puff Daddy and the Family was different music. That shit was a fucking classic. You know? When you talk about victory and been around the world, I love you, baby. Like, oh, what's it called? It's called I Love You. My bad. Just, I'll be missing you. Like, all that shit. That was a classic album right there. And this one is just so blah. You know, I think there's like 3 songs on it I like. You know, I can't even really feel it. But Puff Daddy came out. Jeezy came out. Jeezy is one. I actually think Jeezy has reached my top 10 when it comes to favorite artists. Hate this new album. Hate it. This is the first Jeezy album I have not liked. Like, really. I just think it's the same beat over and over again. I love Jeezy, but it's like, you know, I don't know. I think Jeezy's great. He's good at what he does. He went right back to that trap shit, you know, which he never left it, but what I mean is the topics are all trap. And he isn't really like that. Like, his last album wasn't like that. I think it was last album, I forgot the name of it. But that, like that album wasn't really like that. The trap beats were there, but his topics weren't. Who else came out? This dude, Justin Bieber, came out. One Direction came out. They're going to probably sell 12 billion. Justin Bieber will sell 12 billion. But Ty Dolla $ign came out. Shout out to him because I don't really know much about his music, just except for the singles. But I went, downloaded the album. Great album. Great album. Like, really, really surprised me. I think if I do a review, we get to 7, which is pretty much my basic of something I like, you know, so. Oh, whatever. That's that. Fucking, where are we in time over here? Oh, real quick, let's talk about quarterbacks. I love talking about quarterbacks. I want to talk about 3 quarterbacks in particular, which means I'm probably going to talk about 5 or 6 because I'm terrible at math. But 3. First one, welcome back to the NFL, Tony Romo. Should be playing against the Miami Dolphins. Really excited to see Tony Romo because I think if the Cowboys could rip off 5 in a row over here, even 4 in a row, it puts them in a good spot, you know. And I think this Cowboys team with Romo is a threat to the NFC East, and not just the NFC East, the NFC in total. Remember, I picked Dallas and Pittsburgh to be in my Super Bowl, and both quarterbacks got hurt. Big Ben is back. Looking for Romo to come back behind that offensive line. But I just love Romo, man. I think he's been one of the most underrated quarterbacks ever. You know, and I think he's going to light it. And Miami stinks. You know me. The last 2 weeks I've gotten off on Miami. But that's 1. It's Tony Romo. 2 is Cam Newton. Have you seen this shit with this dumb bitch? She writes an open letter to Cam Newton and saying that she brought her daughter to the Titans game. And Cam Newton was there after he celebrated. He was thrusting and doing all this craziness. And she was like, you know, it disturbed my daughter. You know, what was I supposed to say to her? You know, like, it just really disturbed her. Are you fucking serious? I understand you bringing your daughter to her first football game. Have you never sat her down to watch any kind of sporting event ever? Has she never watched a fucking music video ever? Has she never gone on YouTube and seen what Michael Jackson is ever? Are you trying to say Cam Newton thrusting on your home team's turf? Fuck you. Fuck you and your letter. That's some bullshit. I'm tired of people taking shots at Cam, and we all know why. Because he's black, successful, good looking, and he's a fucking winner in the NFL. And I like Tom Brady. While Tom Brady has that history of being kind of like shady, and while Aaron Rodgers is struggling, and while Peyton Manning is struggling, Cam Newton's doing the damn thing right now. Putting a team on his back that has no fucking business being undefeated. Shout out to Ron Rivera, though, head coach, former Chicago Bear. But Cam Newton's doing this on his own, and let me tell you, it is so much fun watching Cam Newton. Not just for the fact that it's like he's a freakish athlete, you know. He's one of the hardest guys to sack, and then I love his celebrations. I love when he gets the first down, he points, he does whatever he has to do. Biggest smile in the world on this kid. You know, he gets in the end zone, he does his dance, and then what I love is the football giving thing to the kids. Even if he doesn't score, he tells his guy, his running back, his receiver, you go and give it to that kid. And he gives it to another kid. You know, like, Cam Newton is kind of like the WWE in the NFL. He's a larger-than-life personality, and he gives the people what they want. I'm pretty sure every other kid in that stadium was like, Cam's crazy. If either you love him or you're going to hate him because he's beating your team. But every other kid loves Cam Newton. So I'm sorry, bitch, that your little girl didn't know what was going on because you've kept her secluded to anything on TV ever, anything off the internet ever. I think I posted it on my man Ernest Christian's page. I said, you know what's fucking child abuse? Is raising her to be a fucking Titans fan. So shut the fuck up. Stupid bitch. Taking shots at Cam. And all people are like, oh man, why are you calling her a bitch for? I don't know. She's not a bitch probably. Maybe she was a really good parent. And I'm just overreacting. Just gets me mad. Where my dog's at?
Yeah, I'm right here, dog. Where my dog's at? We right here, dog. Where my dog's at? I'm right here, dog. What must I go through to show you?
So my other quarterback I wanted to talk about was Andy Dalton. All right, we all know Cincinnati Bengals. They lost their first game of the season to a terrible Houston Texans team. Shout out to Bill O'Brien. And a real sloppy game. Like, that game was just – Houston's not good. I mean – but, no, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Houston finally played like you kind of expected them to at the beginning of the year. A team that was going to be competitive, a team that was going to play a competitive game, stay within it. That's what they finally played like on Monday. So good for them, you know. The Cincinnati Bengals, you knew weren't going to go undefeated. I mean, they're coached by Marvin Lewis, you know, dipshit, you know, on the sidelines, you know. But people, it's funny, and I'm not going to beat a dead horse? I don't know why the fuck that's even a phrase, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse when I say this, but people who equate wins with quarterbacks are idiots. It's not the way it is. I understand a quarterback gives you a better chance to win. So does a good offensive line. So does a good defense, a good coach, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know? But people just it's amazing. People like a week ago were like, oh, Andy Dalton, man, turning the corner. Then this week, oh, he fucking sucks. You know? He lost a game. You know? Lost to the Texans. Oh, he's terrible. Pause that. The play calling was awful. What was that, Hugh Jackson? Play calling was terrible. There was like a jet sweep that they tried running within like the 20-yard line. It's stupid play. Nothing opened up on it. And on top of that, I'm sorry, Tyler Eiferd's having his best season ever. I have him on 2 fantasy teams. He almost cost me a fucking game because he had 4 drop passes. This is one of his main targets. Tyler, and let me tell you, in the last drive of that game, Tyler Eifert dropped 2 passes. He was wide. It wasn't difficult catches either. He just sucked, you know? So it's a matter of like Tyler Eifert dropping passes. A.J. Green, everybody fucking loves A.J. Green. Top 5 wide receiver, fantasy football. You know, he's my number 1 starter, yada, yada, yada. Drops the football at the end. Not even dropped, fumbled it, turned it over. Andy Dalton did his job, you know? And then this dipshit goes, drops the ball, fumbles the ball. That cost him the game. It wasn't Andy Dalton. So people need to get off Andy Dalton's dick right now. Including you, J.J. Watt, taking cheap shots at him. Meanwhile, you're just lucky your team is alive because you play in the worst division of all fucking time, J.J. Watt. You know. But just lay off Andy Dalton. Because I realize with Andy Dalton, he's a good quarterback. He's not shitty. For the most part, he's going to be the starter in Cincinnati for like, how old is Andy Dalton? 27, 28? Really, got 26, 27. He's still fairly young. He's not going anywhere. A.J. Green re-signed there. So he's got that chemistry going. Tyler Eifert has grown with him. Like, you know, what if they got a backfield? Their team is actually nasty. Their team is way above average. You know, it's just that Marvin Lewis, man. If you got to give Bill O'Brien that team right there. Give Bill O'Brien that team. That's like a 13, 14 win team. Easily. You know. Fucking shit.
For you, baby, I'd mind you. For you, baby, I'd mind you. For you, baby, I'd mind you. For you, baby.
All right. Have fun this time. You know, little quick podcast for y'all. Only show that matters. Want to get right back on my book. I'm not going to be pushing it like, you know, like I should be probably. But the title is All You Need to Know. You can find it at thebookpatch.com. gmail.com. I'll just read you the book synopsis so you understand what the hell I'm talking about. I basically put down, I always found myself being the guy who gives advice to his friends when it comes to women. My advice has been pretty solid over the years, and instead of just keeping these secrets to life amongst a select few, I've decided to share my knowledge with the rest of the world. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. And very few of us are born to be Casanovas. If you're a guy who can't build up the courage to approach women, have low confidence in yourself, or have no idea how to approach or handle certain situations, let me talk to you. There's no doubt in my mind after reading All You Need to Know, you'll definitely be in a better place than you are right now. I'm just here just trying to help, man. Just trying to help a brother out. I got to figure out ways to promote this, I guess. Ways that I have other people promote it because I don't want that. What else I got going on? Go to ngscsports.com. Check out all the great stuff, all the great podcasters who aren't bitch-ass niggas, and check out all the great writings we got up there. Shout out to the Happy Hour Network. Shout out to my man, Nick Celio, who I mentioned a lot, and his brother, Ed Celio. Ed Celio handled the artwork and the cover for me, and Nick actually helped me out with the editing portion of it. So shout out to you guys. You still got to buy a copy. Fuck y'all. And then... and I guess check out gstelio.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, gstelio, GEESTEELIO. I guess that's it, man. I guess that's it. I'll leave y'all with some new Ty Dolla $ign because I'm feeling this album right now. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Bear witness.
All I ask you walk around with a sim pretty. Yeah. I can't tell if it's real or not, but it's sim pretty. 4 Giottos on the whip, that bitch sitting pretty. Roll it on the wrist, that bitch sitting pretty. Sitting pretty, sitting pretty, sitting pretty, sitting pretty. Throwing hundreds and fifties. Is she pretty? Is she pretty? Sitting pretty. Baby go shopping every weekend. Baby killing all these hoes, they be mad. They just jealous, babe gon' stun when she pull up. Babe gon' hop out, then walk in and go up. Drink a little something, then pour up. Run the city, everybody know it. It's me and Young Khalifa, nigga, hold up. Lil' mama said I stay so high, but be so focused. Shit, I guess I'm the man. I feel like the man. I came with my dogs. We taking no losses. We stuck to the plan. I can't be your man. All that ass you walking around with is sitting pretty. I can't tell if it's real or not, but it's sitting pretty. 4 Giottos on the whip. That bitch sitting pretty. Roll it on the wrist. That bitch sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Throwing hundreds and fifties. Is she pretty? Is she pretty? Sitting pretty.
Hoes in my section, I got a good old school collection. Rolling up dope, rapping, smoke my profession. My rollie just won the election. Pull up, drop the top, hit the switch, let it drop, stop and smoke out the whole intersection. I roll with protection, pull up to the club, late as fuck just to show my investments. Send emojis, your hoe get the message. Randy Moss is for sure a reception. Talk to God, so I know it's a blessing. Rolling up on the phone, paying techin'. In the front, got the batteries charging. In the kitchen, got 2 bitches chefing. One stuffing clothes, one and dressing. I'm getting this money finessing. Know what I'm saying?
All that ass you walking around with is sitting pretty. I can't tell if it's real or not, but it's sitting pretty. 4 Giottos on the whip. That bitch sitting pretty. Roll it on the wrist. That bitch sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty.